So we just need to change the Facebook. We can just click edit in the corner.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Like on Facebook, because it's live there. I mean, the link is.
I gotta go send an email and tell them the link was changed.
If you click this, there'll be an edit when you're logged in with Ward.min.
Yeah.
And then you just change the link URL and add it currently.
Yeah, but I can't because that's taken them to.
Yeah, but you'll delete this.
That's taken them to the whole story. So I'm gonna go change it.
How are you? Thank you. Thank you. It's been an honor. No pressure. I'm just getting handing out diplomas. That's all I do. Me? Team effort around here. Yep. We're waiting for Valedictorian to get the last picture. Really? Yeah.
That's good. Just like me. And I couldn't hear him when he was in there.
Thank you, Master Post. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Before I start, I just wanted to say I took like 5 acid reflux pills this morning, so the coughing should not be an issue today. But really, it's an honor to be up here today, and I'm glad everybody made it safely. Wow. It's hard to believe that today will be the last time that this group of guys behind me will all be together as students of this community. I guess for me, it didn't really sink in that my time at BL would ever actually come to a close until senior farewell just 3 weeks ago. For those of you who don't know, senior farewell is our last day on campus before we head off on our internships. And there's this whole ceremony where they put on wagon wheel and everybody cries and hugs everybody. It's incredibly sad. It's one of those days that make you not want to get any older. Realizing the night before the finality that senior farewell brings, I tried to put a close to my time at BL on my own terms. To do this, I wrote thank you notes, about 15 to be exact, to of course say thank you, but even more so to put my time at BL into perspective and put some closure, give myself some closure rather. And you know what? It helped me a lot. It gave my tears at farewell a little more focus. So when I heard I'd be speaking today, I thought it would only be appropriate to write a few more thank you letters, say thank you, to remember the good times, and to say goodbye. So, I already took them out. I have 3 letters with me here today, and I hope you don't mind indulging me. Dear teachers of BL. But wait, is that the right word, teachers? Yes, teacher is your job title, but I don't think it does you all justice. I mean, you're our friends, our coaches, our mentors, some of the smartest, most interesting, and funniest people we know. You guys have taught us more than just how to solve math problems and write history papers, but even more so how to live and how to be adults. You've given us an environment to learn how to be empathetic in ourselves, thoughtful and hungry for knowledge. You've given us direction, your true selves, and your passion every single day for 4 years. You guys do much more than teach. You all give wholly and selflessly to make us better people. I've been general, so let me give some personal examples. Mr. Dodge gave me a sense of leadership and how to do it without being a jerk. Ms. Mullally gave me countless links and explanations of math concepts that aren't even close to being in the textbook. Mr. Robinson gave me a listening ear whenever I wanted to talk about college, the Orioles, or whatever else may be up. Mr. Halleck gave me a sore back when he threw me into a locker just for trying to hold his hand as I walked down the hall. Happens. Mrs. Reed gave me her support for the club admin team and helped us have our first ever winning season. Mr. Osborne gave me example after example of how to be both witty and historically accurate at the same time. Each and every teacher here today has given so much to the guys next to me. We're beyond thankful for all that you do. There are a lot of teachers in this world, but I don't think any are as able and willing to give as you all are. I couldn't have asked for a better group of mentors. With love, Connor. Dear Mom and Dad, I think it goes without saying that this was a hard letter to write, and I think it would be for anybody graduating today. No, it wasn't because of my severe writer's block and procrastination skills, but because of the meaning of this letter. When I thought about it, how can I thank 2 people who have done so much for me for such a long time in just a single letter? All the diaper... Not yet, not the diaper changing yet. To be honest, I don't think I can thank you all. I don't mean this in a sad way, or maybe I do, but I don't think there's anything I can do to repay you all for everything that you've done for me in the past 18 years. All the diaper changing and late nights of my early life, to the worrying and providing throughout, and keeping us all together after so long. I don't know how you did it. Mom, I know I don't show it in the day-to-day, but you mean more to me than you can imagine. You're the first person I go to in time of worry, and I still depend on your words to get through the work and the hard times. Your patience is admirable, and your love even more so. I know I would have given up a long time ago. Dad, I know I'm hard on you, but I hope you know that I rag on you so often and beat your butt in ping pong each and every day because I know that I'll never be as good as you. I'll never be as loving of a father, as dependable, nice, and generous as you are, nor as hard a worker. You make me want to give my all every day to live up to you in hopes that one day I can be anywhere near the man that you are today. So no, maybe a single letter is not enough. But I want both of you to know that all I do and will do is for you guys. Thank you for everything. Finally, my last letter. Dear Boys Latin class of 2015. Man, so many memories coming to a close today. When I look back on our year, 3 memories come to mind and form what I guess you can call my highlight reel. I'll never forget staying behind after the last home lacrosse game of the season and forming a human tunnel for Coach Schreiber to run through on his last trip off the field. It'll be hard to leave behind this community of incredible support and school spirit, and I'd give anything to be a part of one more student section. I'll never forget Jared Snyder and Anthony Weiler cheer me up when I was having a bad day some random day in February. How did they do that? By simply being themselves. And more specifically, when I was having my bad day, I was walking down the hallway. I see the two of them. They found this overly wide skateboard thing. They're at the end of the hallway. Jared's on it. Anthony's pushing in. They pick up a lot of speed. Anthony hops on, way too much weight. They go straight into a set of lockers. Gave Jared probably another concussion. I don't know. Really, thank you. That was fun. There's no doubting that the friendships we form here at BL are special. And I don't know what else to cheat there.
Thank you, Connor, for those wonderful expressions of gratitude. Each spring, members of the senior class, the faculty, and the administration nominate and vote on recipients for various commencement awards. The J. Elwood Peter Memorial Award was established by Mr. and Mrs. C. M. Peter to be presented to that member of the senior class who, in the opinion of his classmates, possesses the characteristics of heart, mind, and conduct that manifest a spirit of love for and helpfulness to his fellow man, as were exemplified by their son, J. Elwood Harrison Peter, class of 1934. The J. Elwood Peter Memorial Award is presented to Charles Burton Hughes. The Jack H. Williams Award for Benevolence was established in 1978 by the school in memory of Mr. Williams, class of 1938, who served as beloved headmaster from 1962 to 1978. The Jack H. Williams Award for Benevolence is presented to Reginald Miles Cohen. Pleased to introduce Mr. Matt Kennedy, class of 1976, and Director of Alumni Relations, to present the Julian and Carolyn Smith Alumni Award.
This award was established in 1916, almost 100 years ago, by the Alumni Association, and it was dedicated in 2012 to the Smith family, and is awarded to a member of the senior class for leadership based on character. And this year, I'm pleased to announce that the winner is Nick Morton.
Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. It's my pleasure to introduce the co-heads of the upper school, Mr. Charles Franklin, upper school director of academics, and Mr. Brian Mitchell, upper school director of student life. Mr. Mitchell will present the next award.
The Senior Internship Award is given to a senior for an outstanding performance in all aspects of the senior internship program. In order to be considered for the award, a senior must select a challenging internship, complete all aspects of the application on time, and receive positive reviews from his internship supervisor. Before I announce this year's winner, I'd like to thank Mrs. Gina Mulling for all the hard work that she puts into the program to make it such a success. Thank you, Mrs. Mullen. This year's award winner completed his senior internship at the Museum in Washington, D.C. He conducted an evaluation of their CEO's Atrium Activation Initiative. He also collaborated with another intern to create, moderate, facilitate, and analyze the use of Poll Everywhere and TweetBeam. The museum uses these programs to increase visitor engagement with content that is projected on their 40-foot by 20-foot high-definition screen in the New York Times Cox-Sulzberger Family Great Hall of News. His findings and recommendations will be shared with their senior leadership and implemented later this summer. We're proud of his work and his investment in the program. The Senior Internship Award this year is presented to Max Marshall. The faculty awards are presented to those members of the senior class that merit special recognition. The faculty votes on these awards in April. Will the award winner please join us on the podium to hear words from the faculty when your name is called. The first faculty award is presented to Drew Gray. Drew, your kindness and generosity make everyone around you feel valued and loved. Over the past 4 years, you've been a dedicated Laker buddy, a tireless worker in the classroom, and a considerate and thoughtful young man. The smile on your face as you engage your commitments brings joy to all. You know yourself well, and you are a model for all of us as you model what it means to be rather than to seem.
Matt Sachs. Matt, you have a genuine smile and an empathic nature that separates you from your peers. You never back down from the ability to dig deep to pursue your goals.
Your leadership has transformed the Jewish Awareness Club, and your polite demeanor resonates with all of your teachers. Your positive influence has brought out the best in all of us. And to follow your model, we would like to thank you for all that you've given to BL.
Connor Ward. Connor, you are a scholar and a leader who is true to his convictions. We've watched you grow into a humble and mature young man. As a complex and deep thinker, you pursue the why in everything. Your work as a president of the class of 2015 and for the Honor Board demonstrated that you take responsibility seriously and you're not afraid to make tough decisions. Your exemplary work ethic sets you apart, and your sharp wit brings levity to every situation.
Michael Short. Michael, you are a diligent and focused worker who brings joy and happiness wherever you go. You possess a smile that lights up the room, and your energy is contagious. As you have confronted every obstacle with determination and diligence, you have grown and learned to be proud of yourself for who you are. You march to your own beat, yet trample on no one. You are our unsung hero, and today we celebrate your enthusiastic spirit.
Devin Harvin. Devin, you're an independent thinker who carefully considers, appreciates, and values the perspective of others. You strive to do what is right while pushing your peers out of their comfort zone. You demonstrate compassion and possess a fierce appetite for learning. Your many acts of leadership, student officer, chair of the honor board, senior retreat leader, and senior prefect, have enriched our community.
Avery Engel. Who thinks and feels deeply. You actively support your peers, provide leadership for our community, and are committed to always doing your best. From the volleyball court to Laker court to your leadership on the mock trial team, you have done it all. Your selfless acts, big heart, and kindness have left a lasting impression on Lake Avenue.
Congratulations, gentlemen, on your achievements and recognition. Several years ago, we wanted to highlight the musical talents of seniors in the instrumental music program. So today, it's my pleasure to introduce the Senior Jazz Ensemble with some help from some underclassmen, comprised of seniors Austin Campodonico, Justin Donowa, Naylor Finnerty, Tyler Jarman, Ikechi Nduku, Josh Smith, and Richie Wickland, under the direction of Mr. Clark Nyman to perform Autumn Leaves. Enjoy.
I got a good shot. Thank you. You get the people off with their music. One more time.
treat to hear these guys over the years. Join me in thanking God, they put themselves back together. I just want to offer a couple of thoughts. You know, commencement represents that moment of limbo, suspended between what has come and what shall be. Collectively, as a class, as part of the school, and individually for each of you as you look out onto the horizon of your future. This is possible without the tireless efforts of our faculty, who display a genuine joy of teaching and a genuine joy for learning each and every day. Fellas, I'd ask that you join me in thanking our faculty. Faculty, please stand to be recognized by the class of 2020. Thank you, friends. In particular today, we would like to recognize two faculty who are retiring from Boys Latin. Mr. Jim Halleck and Mr. Drew Haw. Second. Fellows, in the awarding diplomas, we celebrate the journey that each of you has walked that leads you here. Now for 5 years, we've done things differently. Your diploma of you, you'll faculty members admire you, Jarrell, for integrity and motivation. Quick to laugh and respected for your strong moral compass. You're a mature and influential presence in the upper school. You're a quiet leader who leads by example and by truly your display of responsibility. Jarrell will attend Stonehill College next year. Congratulations. Or perhaps even as a videographer and future filmmaker and producer. Matt will attend Towson University next year. Julian came to Boys Latin in the 6th grade. You've been involved in all facets of school life as a student body vice president, editor of the Inkwell, student director of the Senior Retreat, a member of the Theater Arts Program in the Model UN, and the list goes on. Those formal leadership roles, however, speak to your abilities as a natural and in so many ways an organic leader. You have the ability to rally your classmates and build excitement, whether in assemblies or for Maroon and White Day. Intellectual, witty, and quick, you have a wonderfully smart and clever sense of humor with terrific comedic timing that showed through most notably in your various impressions and impersonations in this spring's Senior Night Live and your reflections in your senior speech. Most of all, Julian, you possess a voice, a perspective and point of view that is informed by your ability to listen carefully and closely to others. That is the true source of your leadership, a deep and abiding respect for your classmates and love for our school. Julian will attend American University.
Blair Justin Brooks.
Blair came to Boys Latin in the upper school. Faculty describe you, Blair, as serious in your scholarship and willing to put in the time. A quiet, insightful student who always has interesting perspectives to share. You possess a strong sense of connection to peers and friends, and that was a significant foundation for your leadership in volleyball and especially the varsity basketball team. Suffering an ACL tear in the spring of your junior year, you worked tirelessly to come back from that injury. That work ethic and determination paid off. So
Luke Aaron Brown.
Luke came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. Luke is one of those individuals who always has a smile on his face. Life to Luke is a glass half full, not half empty. Even when things may not go your way, you manage to put a positive spin on the situation.
Bruno III.
Rocco entered Boys Latin in the 6th grade. You've displayed a strong connection to Boys Latin over the years, first recognized in your receipt of the Maroon and White Award in middle school at 8th grade closing exercises. You remember that? We have some other middle school stories, but we'll hold off on it. Faculty members have commented that you're a patient and attentive learner. Rocco is an accomplished 3-sport athlete in football, lacrosse, and wrestling, having competed at the National Prep Championships in wrestling over the past several seasons. Your outgoing nature is best reflected in the countless greetings of, "Hey, buddy," that resonate in the hallways. Quick to smile and laugh, you love to be surrounded by your classmates, and they to be surrounded by you. Rocco will attend Stevenson University next year.
Would Mr. Jim Callahan, class of 1971, president of the Alumni Association and ex officio member of the Board of Trustees, please come forward. Gavin Auger Callahan.
Gavin has been with us from the beginning. Gav, while you're remembered by lower school teachers who recall just how, their words, cute and sweet you were, friendly, easy to talk to, and one who is genuinely interested and compassionate towards others. Those characteristics make you a stalwart friend who strikes the balance of being challenging and supportive.
Reginald Miles Cohen.
You've been involved in so many aspects of Boys Latin, it's difficult to pick any single area of excellence. Miles plays, sung in the chorus, played varsity lacrosse and varsity football, thrilling us on the fall. You're an unselfish teammate, and you're interested first and foremost in the success of others around you. You served as a member of the Laker Corps and Laker Buddy programs throughout the upper school. You were selected to serve as a prefect in your senior year and a leader of the senior retreat. And what distinguishes you is who you are. Self and humility, and you act out of kindness and care for others. Next fall, Miles will attend Furman University.
Charles Edward Collison IV.
Chaz has never had an unkind word to say about his fellow classmates or teachers, and his enthusiasm and enjoyment of school life cheered up many. If you were dragging on a Monday morning coming into school, Chaz was the person that you wanted to see. He cares deeply about all of his classmates and has truly found a second home and family here at Boys Latin in just 2 short years. Chaz will attend Stevenson University in the fall.
Justin Evan Donowa.
Justin has been a positive example here at Boys Latin, arriving on Lake Avenue in the 9th grade. Soft-spoken, calm, and kind, you are disarmingly intelligent and have a knack for verbal expression that's memorable. You're a reader, and you have, from your first days here, shown that you value and your education. Speakers use words like confident to describe you. In the squash and tennis programs through the upper school, in addition to being involved in various clubs and activities and serving as a senior prefect this year. You've grown into a remarkably mature student and leader who can understand the complexity of the world. Working. Your advisor appreciates that you're the neatest and best dressed member of the class. You've been actively involved outside of school pursuing your Eagle Scout Award, building your own lawn care business from the ground up. Most of all, though, you've distinguished yourself. Jake is such a nice and kind young man. You're a good listener. You never cast judgments. You presume the best of others and work hard each day to show your own very best self. Next fall, Jake will attend Towson University. Congratulations.
Avery
in their Eagle Scout projects, AP classes to many co-curricular activities, including serving as a senior prefect and a leadership position in mock trial, to the volleyball court itself. You've tasted just about everything that Boys Latin has to offer. You're always willing to help out, motivated by being your best self and helping your fellow Laker, not by personal gain or recognition. In the process, you offer even more to your fellow Lakers and to our community. Avery will attend Stevenson University.
Lawrence Naylor Finnerty.
Naylor came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. The big cat is universally admired as a curious, open-minded, and genuine, a quiet observer and an authentic thinker. He balanced a rigorous academic load of community service hours, finishing with close to 600. While faculty members appreciate your many talents, it's your creativity that we admire the most. You're a terrific writer, having won all sorts of accolades in the upper school. Your senior speech brought us all to the beach in the quiet, deserted streets of the early morning hours. That creativity transfers to the world of music as you help to anchor the bass section of jazz ensemble throughout your upper school experience. Naylor will attend Dickinson College in the fall.
Dylan Fitzgerald Gaines.
Dylan came to Boys Latin in the lower school while his triplet older brothers had paved the way in the upper school. Brother D. Perhaps it's thanks to them, Dylan is well versed on a range of real-world topics. impressive chainsaw-led march of the student body before the St. Paul's game, to the manner in which you addressed and inspired your classmates in the upper school over the course of the year, to your final words as student body president. What is most impressive, though, is that you're a humble servant leader who doesn't care about credit or glory. When you speak, Charlie, students listen and we listen. You're a good student who will undoubtedly succeed in anything you try, but that doesn't come naturally. You have a tremendous work ethic that's propelled you. Long hours studying for the most rigorous classes, long hours squaring off against your father as in-home face-off trainer. Long hours thinking about and finding ways to make our school a better place. Charlie, you believe with all your heart and soul that what makes this school great is the people around you. You've inspired them to be their best, but what you may not realize, Charlie, is that as a result, you inspire our school to be the best that it can be. Charlie will attend Kings Point, the United States Merchant Marine Academy in the fall. Congratulations.
Max Chandler Hyatt.
Max came to Boys Latin in the 6th grade. Quiet and hardworking faculty members reflect that you care so much not just about what you learn, but about how you learn. You've developed into a committed and diligent learner, one who is truly a pleasure to have in the classroom. In your time in the upper school, you've pushed yourself with an increasingly challenging course load. Max has been involved in and out of the school community, pursuing significant community service while also being involved in cross-country and tennis teams. Next year, Max will attend Penn State University.
Tyler Brandon Jarman.
Tyler came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. Faculty and classmates would agree that you're a warm, friendly, and outgoing young man. You've been involved in a wide variety of school activities, from anchoring the line in varsity football to pursuing your passion for music through the instrumental music program and jazz ensembles. Academically, you identified that math and science are areas of interest for you, and you've excelled in preparation for pursuing an engineering degree. Always willing to push the envelope, you played club lacrosse without much experience, and this spring, you brought down the house with your impression of Chris Farley's character of motivational speaker Matt Foley as part of the spring production of Senior Night Live. Next fall, Tyler will attend the University of Alabama.
Shane Kavanaugh Kilberg.
Shane arrived at Boys Latin in the 6th grade. Your advisors suggest, Shane, that you're energetic and animated at all times. Academically, you've continued to improve from your first days in middle school. Faculty members have reflected that you're inquisitive, intelligent, and creative. That creativity perhaps inspired you to pursue your passion for art and enroll in our new advanced portfolio program this year. Your interests have taken you outside the classroom as well, playing soccer and most notably varsity golf throughout your 4 years in the upper school. Focused from the start of your college search process, Shane will attend the College of Charleston.
Would Mr. Nick King please come forward? Elliot Kinsella King.
Elliot originally came to Boys Latin in lower school. When your family returned to the area, you were thrilled to settle back in with the class of 2015. Faculty members describe you as someone with a strong desire for success. You're intelligent, attentive, and always willing to challenge himself and your classmates. You display a level of intellectual curiosity that is matched by your intensity and an unwillingness to back down from a challenge. That quality is also seen on the athletic field, whether playing varsity squash or serving as co-captain of the varsity soccer team. Your passion is palpable, and that leadership helped propel your teammates through the playoffs and will undoubtedly serve you well as you play at the next level next year at Rhodes College in Memphis. Congratulations.
Logan James King.
Logan arrived in 9th grade. Quiet, but always listening, your advisor reflects that Logan is a sensitive young man with an enormous heart. He has a great sense of humor and can make excellent observations in class. Your senior speech, Logan, provided us insight to your growing maturity as a young man, as you spoke eloquently of saving someone's life while serving as a lifeguard. Logan overcame a pair of serious knee injuries to play varsity tennis, and next year, Logan will attend Roanoke College.
Stephen Michael Knott.
With us from the beginning, Michael, you've impressed all of us from the first day with the joy that you bring to school. You've faced incredible odds as you've battled rare illnesses with dignity and courage, living out the very core values of our mission and our motto. And yet, through it all, you've displayed this unbridled optimism, always smiling, always positive. You even used your senior speech as an opportunity to make light of your daredevil stunts of lower school days. Michael, you're respected by classmates and teachers alike for your intelligence and curiosity. Recognized in your winning the Socratic Award as a freshman, given annually to the one student in the upper school who exhibits devotion to the pursuit of knowledge. And there's so much more. Michael's participated in the robotics program, has been a 4-year stalwart in the theater arts program, working on the tech crew and helping to run the lights. Michael, there are not enough words to describe the admiration that our community has for you and the impact that you have had on all of us. Next year, Michael will attend Virginia Tech.
Adam Edward Kramer.
Adam came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. Your advisor reflected that having talked to all of Adam's teachers, it's unanimous. Adam is a tremendous asset to every class. Adam has shown a determined work ethic indicative of the conscientious student that you've grown to become. You're actively involved outside of class, whether playing varsity ice hockey or more likely a fixture in the student section. You're often the #1 cheerleader and fan, whether it's the play or concerts or countless games. Bottom line, your classmates value you as a friend and a brother. High praise to be sure. Next year, Adam will attend the University of Alabama.
Justin Edmund Lewandowski.
Justin came to Boys Latin in the 6th grade, and over these 7 years, you've exhibited the most amazing attitude. Your advisor commented that in the 4 years I've known him, I've never heard a negative statement from him. Academically, socially, and athletically, Justin seems to take everything in stride and in the context of his surroundings, never overreacting or taking a negative point of view. I've learned so much from Justin. You face significant challenges as you reflected on the loss of your beloved aunt in your senior speech. And the resilience that you've developed has helped you both to raise awareness and to compel your own service and community involvement. Along the way, you ran cross country and also played in varsity hockey. Next year, Justin will attend the University of Colorado Boulder. Congratulations.
Dimitri Alexander Lescano.
Dimitri came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. You quickly distinguished yourself as a scholar, an athlete, and a gentleman. all of which you continued throughout your time here on Lake Avenue. Teachers use words like dedicated, hardworking, and responsible to describe you, and have remarked that you display a serious commitment to everything you do. Captain of the varsity football team, you're fiercely competitive in the very best sense of the phrase. You've excelled in the most rigorous classes, and your peers look up to you as one who leads by example, by which you made, you lead by example, which made you an excellent choice to be a senior retreat leader this year. You're a passionate and earnest young man whose deep feelings for friends and school have made you widely respected in our community. Next year, Dimitri will attend McDaniel College in their 3-2 engineering program that partners with the University of Maryland Clark School of Engineering. Congratulations.
Chase Lewis Lupke.
Chase came to Boys Latin in the lower school. Teachers remember you as a quiet and serious young man. Involved outside the classroom when you're not working on cars or trucks. You impressed faculty and classmates alike with your award-winning senior speech as you discussed your love for your late brother. Chase, you're a young man whose passion for life and for his family and his friends is worn like a heart on one's own sleeve, a heart that is enormous and has no bounds. Next year, Chase will attend Salisbury University.
Liam Cole Madden.
Liam came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade and started off here at Boys Latin as a quiet young man. You've developed into a vocal leader who sets a great example for your peers. Teachers saw you had great potential in class. You're bright and engaging and pushed you to work harder. You more than responded to that challenge, taking some of the most rigorous courses by your senior year. You're widely heralded for your superior sense of humor and perhaps even being just a bit sarcastic. You played varsity baseball, varsity ice hockey, and ran varsity cross country. While your own time may not have set records, your announcements on behalf of the varsity cross country team were legendary. And in some small way, we believe that your leadership made everyone that much better. Liam, that's the tale of the tape for you. Each and every year, you've challenged yourself and more than have risen to the occasion. Liam will attend the University of Denver next year.
Matthew Stewart Manzoni.
Arriving in the 6th grade, Matt quickly displayed an outgoing and carefree attitude. Your advisor commented that you've strived to improve your grades throughout the upper school. Teachers have commented that you've shown tremendous growth, particularly through this year, open and willing to learn from others. They've gone on to say, Matt, that you've really turned a corner. You've shown plenty of moments where you're at your best, both endearing and fun, while also exceeding expectations. You've been involved in the broad life of the school and outside as well. You played varsity soccer, varsity hockey in your time in the upper school, and you were a fixture in the student section whenever possible. You've impressed us with the growth you've shown, and we can't wait to see what comes next. Next year, Matt will attend Furman University.
Daniel Maxwell Marshall.
With us from the beginning, Max, you've brought to Boys Latin more than a decade of cheerfulness and entertainment. Truly, lower school faculty members were speechless when trying to describe you. Outgoing and engaging, you make new friends easily and you quickly rise to leadership. You've served as editor-in-chief of the yearbook and essentially as the Secretary General of the Model UN team, receiving numerous accolades and awards for these achievements. You're a bright and engaging student, succeeding in the most difficult throughout. In fact, you may be the first junior to direct the senior-directed spring play. You're a terrific actor and have been a wonderful advocate for the growth of this program. Your mind on accomplishing a goal, you declared to anyone and everyone who would listen as your junior year began that you intended on attending George Washington University, and that's where you're headed in the fall. Congratulations.
Matthew John Marshall.
Also with us from the beginning, you like to make the point often that you are the older and wiser of the triplet brothers. Your sister Isabella graduating next week. In the lower school, faculty members remember a sweet and thoughtful student who had a particular thing for history. I'm betting it was the Oregon Trail, right? Well, you won the Social Studies Award in the 5th grade, although Mrs. Campbell has said that perhaps you and some of your other classmates ever infrequently would abscond with her cane and use it as a fictitious gun while hunting buffalo on the prairie. Or maybe you're just hunting your brother. You've played lacrosse, helped to coach the Fresh Soft lacrosse team, and also played on the varsity football team. Faculty reflect that you're curious and hardworking, and as a student, you've grown tremendously as you've moved through the upper school. You possess natural and raw intellect that you've harnessed as you've shown your leadership in the classroom. You're incredibly personal. You have the ability to walk into any situation and take control. Matt, you're respected for your strong moral compass and being a great ambassador for Boys Latin. Matt will attend Washington and Lee University next year.
William Patrick Martin.
With us from the beginning, Will affectionately refers to himself as a lifer. In the lower school, however, you're fondly remembered for every once in a while being a little, their words, naughty. However, you always manage to use your charm to find your way out of any trouble that might come your way. Loyal, intelligent, and funny, faculty members appreciate your positive attitude and desire to do well. You've learned to advocate for yourself, seeking out extra help and not being afraid to ask. You've done so while overcoming some personal challenges which never impacted your positive attitude or your outlook on life. Will's been involved outside of school, most notably in a variety of community service endeavors, and as a page in the Maryland State House. Will, you think deeply about questions and issues, and you've displayed a sound moral compass which will provide you with a strong foundation as you move forward in life. Next year, Will attend the University of Delaware.
Patrick Casey McNulty.
Casey came to Boys Latin in the 90s. Just going, honest, relax. Displays a calm or otherwise mundane subject matter. Captain of the varsity volleyball team. Next year, Casey will attend Auburn University.
Seth Jacob Miller.
With us from the beginning, Seth has been an energetic and charismatic presence from his first days in the upper school. Actually, first school, apparently there are reports that you were quite the hugger in kindergarten. It became a little problematic because no teacher could leave the room without getting a little love from Seth. It's funny, but your sense of emotional intelligence developed in middle school to strong mayoral style skills where it became clear how well and effectively you could both communicate and lend your particular perspective. Of course, it didn't stop there, and Seth, I'd like to personally thank you for all your help over the past 4 years, lending me your invaluable and individual take on weather conditions and your encouragement to cancel school whenever possible. Faculty see you as a funny, confident, and focused young man. You've been a driven student, earning Dean's List recognition throughout the upper school. Interested in pursuing a passion for medicine in college, and in order to gain hands-on experience in the field, you committed yourself to a rigorous EMT course throughout your senior year, which ultimately saw you on regular duty out at Chestnut Ridge. Captain of the varsity golf team, chosen as a senior prefect, and having served as a dedicated tour guide and Laker ambassador, you've represented Boys Latin with great personal pride, and Seth, we couldn't be more proud to call you a son of Boys Latin. Seth will be attending the University of Miami.
Alexander Keith Moore.
Alex came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. Through your time in the upper school, you've worked to develop habits and skills to be successful in the classroom. As you've matured, you've taken on increasingly challenging courses. Additionally, you became involved outside the classroom, in particular in hockey and varsity soccer, in which you became a significant contributor this year, helping to lead the team in the playoff run. You're a young man who values deep and meaningful friendships. You're insightful and quietly funny. Next year, Alex will attend Washington College.
Skylar Evan Morris.
Skylar joined Boys Latin in the upper school. His transition made it feel like he'd been a part of the class all along. He quickly joined both the Laker Buddy and the Laker Ambassador programs and immediately had a positive impact on younger Lakers and the broad community. Your senior speech was a wonderful tribute of the gratitude to your family for their sacrifice and choices on your behalf. We were all moved to hear such sentiments, and there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Faculty members see you as an insightful and deeply thoughtful student who's made the most of his time here. Skylar earned all MIA honors as captain of the varsity baseball team, who made an outstanding playoff run this spring. Skylar will attend Towson University.
Nicholas James Morton.
Nick came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade, and yet he's a fixture of the class, again, as if he's been part of it from the beginning. Nick makes all those challenging and impressive things that he does look easy. Student body officer, our captain of the varsity football team, Model UN senior retreat leader, and countless advanced placement classes. Nick has handled it all with a smile on his face and a cheery determination. Beneath that, however, is a strong-willed and driven young man who's worked incredibly hard to achieve his goals. Nick, you're a leader in the classroom, by example, by influence, and by intellect and humor. You love having those engaging discussions with faculty and peers, particularly C. Ward, Baker, and the Marshalls. You focus on character, and you're really invested on making the experience of your peers as positive as possible, as evidenced when you join the coaching staff of the fresh soft lacrosse team. You forge strong bonds with students and faculty alike, and you've made Boys Latin a better place. Next year, Nick will attend Denison University.
Will Mr. Jonathan Murray, Treasurer of the Board of Trustees, please come forward. Luke Craig Murray.
Luke has been a part of the class of 2015 from the beginning. You're remembered through the lower school for your kindness, your charming nature, and your humility. You never wanted the spotlight, except apparently on the 5th grade camping trip, where apparently falling off of Oliver Duke's shoulders required you to be rushed to the hospital. You weren't most concerned about what we learned was your broken collarbone. You were concerned that the ambulance didn't turn on its sirens and lights for you. Faculty members and classmates alike use words like loyal, honest, and upright to describe you. In class, you continue to take risks and challenge yourself significantly. At the same time, you're an active participant, engaged and interested in different topics. More than one teacher commented that when a classmate struggled with the concept, you would make an effort to put the concept in his own words so he could understand better. Outside of the classroom, Luke played varsity lacrosse and varsity volleyball. Luke, you're a strong and principled young man who acts from a sound set of values. Your moral compass and your kindness will take you far in life. Next year, Luke will attend Dickinson College.
Akechi, Austin, and Dukwu.
EK came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. You have an astute awareness of and ability to adapt to the world and various societies as a result of ties you have well beyond Baltimore. You also possess a playful spirit, both personally and intellectually, that helps you push limits and boundaries. Your character and worldview are strengthened by a childhood living in a variety of locations, both here and abroad, and extensive travel, including twice participating in the Boys Latin Ecuador exchange program. A voracious reader, you enjoyed being a leader of the diversity club and exercising your skills as a passionate orator during mock trial. Most of all, EK, you thrilled us while playing in the horn section of the jazz ensemble over the past 4 years. EK will attend the University of Connecticut next year.
Michael Paul Ostendorf.
Mikey, your advisor recently commented that it's always the quiet ones you have to look out for. Michael came to Boys Latin in the lower school and quickly distinguished himself as an outstanding student, garnering the math award in 5th grade. Underneath your calm, unassuming demeanor lies a sharp mind and a quick wit. You're a quiet and deep thinker. Your words carry weight and your opinion is highly valued. Though you think of yourself as a science guy, you're one of the best writers in the class. You've achieved at the highest levels in the most challenging courses, and you've been involved in a variety of activities and co-curricular pursuits here at Boys Latin. Your real passion, however, doesn't have a direct outlet here on campus. As you described in your senior speech, your love affair with cars, the more high-end and exotic, the better, occupies a primary place in your non-academic pursuits. Dreams of one day starring in your own version of Top Gear rank high among life's pursuits. Mike, you're described by friends as hardworking, loyal, and kind, and respected for your opinions. It's those characteristics that made you a natural choice to serve as a senior prefect and will compel your classmates to call you a true friend and brother. Next year, Mike will attend the College of William and Mary.
Jason Wayne Price.
Jason's been with us from the beginning. You faced significant personal challenges over the years, but that's never defined you. Instead, you've grown in your resilience and your confidence. Faculty members have commented that behind your quiet demeanor is a thoughtful and compassionate young man. You've been an invaluable asset to the theater arts program, heading the light and stage crew throughout your time in the upper school. You're a bright student who has a passion for science and engineering. Those classroom pursuits have helped to inspire your significant contributions to the larger life of the school. As captain of the upper school robotics program, you led the team to the berth in the World Championships in St. Louis. Embracing our Laker mascot, the Lumberjack, Lumberjack Robotics ended up ranked in the top 350 of more than 3,000 teams worldwide. Jason, the lasting image for this team will be of you in a sleeveless flannel shirt, controlling the robot and directing your teammates. As one person described it, when the chips are down and you really need to bring in the reinforcements, Jason is your man. Next year, Jason will attend Virginia Tech.
Nicholas James Regine.
Arriving at Boys Latin in the lower school, Nick, you're remembered as in the lower school being ready for the upper school from the time that you were in 4th grade. Following your freshman year, you suffered a significant knee injury that you worked hard to overcome, ultimately participating in cross-country, ice hockey, and varsity lacrosse through the upper school. Teachers and coaches alike value you as a bright, affable, and incredibly honorable young man who's worked hard throughout the year, most difficult challenges. Medicine may run, and this might be better.
Robert Burden Rice.
Robert has been with us from the beginning. During the lower school, you distinguished yourself as an outstanding writer, winning the Brian C. Campbell Award in the 5th grade. That prowess continues today, reflected in your multiple accolades in the humanities. You have an insatiable intellectual curiosity. I'm reminded of your Tournament of Champions assignment in the presidency class, in which students select a president and they square off to debate the merits of each president until a winner emerges. You had the highest average in the class heading into the tournament, so you had the opportunity to draft choice. You could choose any of the presidents of all. So who would you pick? George Washington? Abraham Lincoln? Ronald Reagan? Who did Robert choose? Because I. So according to the tournament results, who's the most influential president of all time? James K. Polk. You've been deeply involved outside the classroom as well, competing in its academic, playing varsity squash, editing the yearbook, and been the driving force behind the cooking club. No doubt your winning combination of being really interesting to people while being really interested in others will help you rise to the highest ranks of the hospitality industry. That journey begins this fall at Cornell University.
Daniel Blake Robinson.
Danny came to Boys Latin in the 5th grade, and originally several lower school faculty members were struck by how quiet and shy you were. One recently reflected, "What was I thinking?" Middle school was a time of, their words, joyful exploration for you. You've been involved in a wide variety of clubs and activities, including having played varsity football and hockey in the upper school. Teachers see and respect your growth and maturity as you challenge yourself in increasingly difficult classes, including several advanced placement courses. You have a wonderful sense of spirit, seeing when you brought down the house in the poetry slam this fall, and especially in the center of our student section, cheering on classmates in a variety of athletic and co-curricular activities. No doubt we'll find you next year in a sea of orange next to your brother Evan as you attend the University of Texas. Actively participate in the classroom, always well prepared and actively leading discussions or engaging your peers. Faculty members use words like thoughtful, collaborative, and responsible to describe the student you've become. Outside of class, you've been involved in the broad life of the school, whether it's playing varsity football or celebrating the accomplishments of your classmates. You're a fixture in the broad life. You've done all this while holding down a part-time job throughout the upper school. You're a hardworking and determined young man who's made so much of the opportunities here at Boys Latin. Next year, Jake will attend Dickinson College.
Matthew Brett Sachs.
Matt came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. Matt, you're a gentleman, the kind of young man that will always do his best and will always do the right things the right way. Your advisor commented that you, Matt, forever ask questions, not being rude or impolite, being willing, but never being willing to accept the simplicity of a simple answer. Matt looks beyond the obvious and always wants to question, why is something this, or what might happen if? Matt, some of your greatest contributions have been your leadership in different areas. You ran varsity cross country and played varsity lacrosse, and you took on a leadership role with the Jewish Awareness Club. You're seen as a servant leader, putting others well before yourself, and that was best recognized in your leadership of the senior retreat. You've distinguished yourself by making all those around you better. You're genuine, authentically compassionate, and you never seek accolades or glory. You're a great teammate in all that you do. Next year, Matt will attend Furman University.
Andrew Joseph Sam.
Andrew came to Boys Latin in the 6th grade. Andy is a quiet and well-mannered student. Faculty describe you as polite and respectful, diligent and open-minded. You're viewed as an eager and willing student who's a terrific contributor during class discussions. Especially over the past couple of years, Andy, it seems as if you've really come into your own. You learned to see challenge as an opportunity. For instance, just this past year, you went out for and made the varsity football having never played in the upper school. That attitude, positive and determined, will serve you well next year as you attend James Madison University.
Joseph Michael Santangelo.
Joe came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. Your advisor commented that if we could harness the energy that Joe has, the world's energy needs would easily be satisfied. There's no question you have limitless energy and boundless drive, whether it's arriving early to meet with teachers, your enthusiastic participation in a variety of challenging courses, or your determination in various athletic pursuits. Faculty members reflect that you exhibit focus, maturity, and determination, and that has helped you accelerate your studies, particularly in math and science. You've contributed to the varsity wrestling and varsity volleyball teams. Your signature spike will be widely celebrated by teammates and fans alike. Next year, Joe will attend Norwich University.
Jonathan Trevor Sembley.
Jonathan came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. Jonathan, you're an old soul, mature and wise beyond your years. You joined the robotics team initially and served as a light engineer for 4 years in the theater arts program. You made important contributions to this area throughout your time in the upper school. You were instrumental in securing a launch pad to better organize and manage sounds with the use of the Ableton Suite software. Your hobbies include a variety of electronic pursuits, gaming, photography, and computers. To that end, you'll often find Jonathan hanging out in the tech office, picking the brains of technology staff, fixing the connections to the library's television, or troubleshooting any variety of issues in and around the computer lab. That passion inspired Jonathan's college search, and Jonathan will next year attend UMBC, pursuing a degree in cybersecurity.
Devin Paul Schul.
Coming to Boys Latin in the middle school, Devin's quiet manner and unassuming ways are hallmarks of this meek and mild young man. Gotcha. Devin never before has a senior contributed to his class, the entire school, through the introduction of his own language that most students and even a few of your teachers have adopted. Words, sounds, and phrases that even the most skilled linguists cannot and will not ever be able to decipher. But Devin, you're much more than that. You've been a consistent honor roll student while playing a variety of sports, and most notably football and lacrosse, having recently earned all MIAA honors. You're naturally charismatic, and you care deeply about the success of your team and the success of your teammates. That energy inspires others to achieve at the highest of levels. Next year, Devin will attend Syracuse University.
Michael Albert Short.
Michael came to Boys Latin in the 6th grade. You're that reliable young man you want to have on your team. You dedicate yourself fully to everything that you do. Faculty members see that you care deeply about those around you. To be sure, Michael, you're an individual, totally comfortable in your own skin. You enjoy sharing your love of unique music, we'll call it that, and you engage people with your insatiable desire to understand the complexities of world and society. Well, at Boys Latin, you played varsity football, challenged yourself with AP classes in every subject, and post-AP class in math. Engaged in the mock trial program and participated in the Boys Latin Ecuador Exchange program. You humbly earned several recognitions, including a nomination as the McCormick Unsung Hero. Michael will attend the University of Maryland in the fall.
Christopher Stephen Smith.
Chris joined Boys Latin in the middle school. Faculty members describe you, Chris, as respectful, upright, and always displaying a great attitude. They're impressed with your work ethic. You're meticulous and thorough in all of your preparation. Outside the classroom, you're taking on a variety of leadership roles, whether it's as manager of the varsity basketball team, serving as a facilitator for the senior read, as a senior leader on the cross-country team, or one of the officers of the diversity club. Chris, you speak with clarity and you speak with conviction. You exemplify what it means to turn your beliefs into actions. Your voice helps to elevate your classmates, and as a result, it has helped to elevate this school. Next year, Chris will attend Stevenson University.
Joshua Blair Smith.
Josh came to Boys Latin in the lower school. By all accounts, Josh, you are a true Renaissance man. You're a fantastic student. Teachers admire how incredibly hard you work, but in so doing, you make it look incredibly easy. That ethic extends well beyond the classroom. Co-captain of the varsity baseball team, continually honing your skills to improve while helping to lead the team. You have an incredible gift for music. As teachers, we're so fortunate to occasionally experience pure joy among our students. All anyone needs to do is see you and hear you play the drums or the marimba or any other instrument. You're alive with delight, relishing in the moment, the experience, and your fellow musicians. Josh, it's truly a thing of beauty to see you in concert with others. What makes it so special, I believe, is the manner in which you build up all those around you. You're considerate, you're generous, and you're always willing to help. You're willing to take risks, and you lead by example. Your advisor put it best. Josh gives compliments frequently and easily. He never criticizes. What a tremendous measure of the young man you've become. Josh will attend the Berklee College of Music in the fall.
Would Mr. Peter Snyder please come forward? Jared Craig Snyder.
With us from the beginning, Jared, you've always known how to make an entrance. Faculty members as far back as the lower school and your coaches and advisor agree. When you come on the scene, everyone knows. I mean, everyone. You're a big teddy bear of a fellow, never one to miss a one-liner. You burst into a room, maybe a little disheveled, likely out of breath, and always ready to share an interesting story, your latest opinion, and especially your fantastically wry sense of humor. Jared, interesting things tend to happen when you're around, like when your phone fell through the tiny slit in the ventilation system in Mr. Dagenet's room. Jared, you're an incredibly intelligent and engaging student. You have this magnetic personality. People want to be around you and follow you. And faculty agree that you're one of the smartest students we know. You took advantage of all that Boys Latin has to offer, enrolling in a ton of AP classes, participating in varsity lacrosse and volleyball. It's clear that you cherish your experience here on Lake Avenue and that you are a thoughtful and loyal friend. Next year, Jared will attend Colby College.
Patrick Andrew Spencer.
Patrick came to Boys Latin in his 9th grade. Patrick is focused. He knows what he wants, knows what he needs to do to get it there, and gives his best effort to achieve that goal. Your advisor described it well, saying that Patrick gets tunnel vision in the very best sense of the way. Faculty members have remarked that you are a wonderful young man and a positive person to be around. Coaches have commented that your love of sports is infectious. Your selflessness is remarkable, particularly in basketball and lacrosse, in which you recently earned all MIA honors. You always play with a huge smile on your face, and you exhibit a creativity to match. Pat, you're a magician with a basketball or a lacrosse stick. You never cease to amaze us. Next year, Patrick will attend Loyola University of Maryland in the fall.
Philip Charles Springer.
Philip came to Boys Latin in the 6th grade. Faculty members see you as a positive and friendly, detail-oriented, and innovative student who has a particular passion for math and science. You love the hands-on approach of physics and hope to pursue engineering as a career path. Philip has been involved a great deal outside of school. He has a love for skiing and for travel, and also spends time volunteering through local recreational programs. Your advisor commented that you're always willing to help out with advisory activities, often personal experience that I'm going to stretch Virginia Tech.
Tyler Allen Steinberg.
Tyler also came to Boys Latin in the 6th grade. You are an approachable young man with a good sense of humor and an open mind. Faculty members appreciate that you're capable of holding an educated discussion on sports, politics, technology, the automotive industry, travel, and more. You're a pleasure to have in the classroom. We appreciate that you ask good questions and have a gentle and kind way about you. Over the years, you've been involved in a variety of activities outside of school and inside of school as well, including writing for the school student newspaper and simply supporting your classmates. You displayed a tremendous connection to school and community, and next year, Tyler will attend Stevenson University.
Sean Maurice Stepney Jr.
Arriving in the 6th grade, Sean, your advisor reflects that still waters run deep. Though you're quiet and unassuming, we know there are precious treasures in that great mind of yours. Both Mrs. Molly and Mr. Loff have let the cat out. You've disclosed your knack for drama and creative writing, respectively. At the same time, you have a keen interest in math and science. You're a diligent student, and you're always willing to put in the extra time so you can put your best foot forward with assignments or presentations. That ethic carried over as well to the championship-winning varsity basketball team. Coaches reflected that you exhibited a team-first attitude. You always worked hard, you were loyal to your teammates, and dedicated to their overall success. Next year, Sean will attend Towson University.
Charles Thorne Stokes.
Charles came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade, and you've emerged as one of the most humble, compassionate, and grateful Lakers to walk across campus. Faculty members describe you as reserved, polite, and serious about learning. You believe in thinking for yourself. You have a passion for English and for writing. It's interesting because of your reserved nature. When you write and then share your writing, it speaks volumes and commands the respect of peers and teachers alike. Harkens back to that speaks least, says most of one. Charles has been active outside the classroom playing varsity football. I think the most significant experience for you, however, was the senior retreat. Charles, the expressions of gratitude that you share with your classmates and teachers was overwhelming. And truly, we are better for knowing you. Charles will attend Stevenson University next year.
Garrett Michael Stoller.
Garrett has been part of the Boys Latin family from the beginning. You've always had a way of forming close personal relationships. Legend has it, Garrett, that in 5th grade you were quick with the antics and fun to liven up Mrs. Campbell's day and lift her spirits. I'm sure that's how she saw it. And certainly that's continued throughout your years here on Lake Avenue. You've been recognized as a compassionate, caring, and loyal Laker. Garrett's been involved in a variety of activities from volleyball to a central place in the student cheering section to significant community service work. Your advisor commented that you're a positive and funny young man, but beyond these wonderful interpersonal qualities, Garrett, you matured as a good student throughout your days in the upper school. Teachers appreciate you've become well organized and diligent, taking responsibility for your education as a whole. Next year, Garrett will attend the University of Colorado.
Simeon Marquise Turner.
Simeon came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade and immediately had a positive impact on his classmates. Universally heralded as one of the funniest members of the class of 2015, Simeon has the ability to make others laugh and smile. You've challenged yourself with a variety of courses and you've continually improved your performance. Throughout your years, you've faced and overcome tremendous odds and have made important contributions to your class, recognizing your selection as a leader of the senior retreat. Faculty members have commented that you're a kind soul, a thoughtful contributor, and a conscientious supporter of the efforts and interests of his peers. Next year, Simeon will attend Washington College.
Christopher Stephen Walker.
Chris came to Boys Latin in the middle school, not ruffled easily. You are, according to your advisor, one of the most easygoing guys I know. Testament to your individuality, he reports that even through your junior year, you proudly sported your SpongeBob SquarePants phone protector. Your healthy sense of yourself and your unwillingness to take yourself too seriously makes you a natural friend and companion to your classmates. That carefree manner, however, belies the heart of a warrior. You played varsity ice hockey throughout the upper school, and your slap shot was one of the most feared in the land. Next, Chris will attend the University of Vermont.
Would Mr. David Ward please come forward? Connor James Ward.
Connor. What are the odds? With us from the beginning, you've displayed extraordinary growth as a young man here on Lake Avenue. Now let's realize that you had a strong foundation, math award in the lower school, along with the foreign language award. Over the years, your classmates found that there's a slight sarcastic and at times self-deprecating streak that you have, also recognizing you a small amount of intensity when it comes to your focus on anything at all. That focus has paid dividends, the highest GPA in the senior class and the most rigorous and demanding classes possible. all while pursuing excellence in a variety of pursuits, whether it was national ranking in squash or significant leadership through student government, including serving on the honor board and as senior class president. What's impressed most, however, was the premium you placed on developing your own skills of self-reflection, really coming to understand and appreciate experiences through your own view of what's important, your own set of values. Your classmates and faculty alike have seen this in you and celebrated, whether it was your senior speech on the college search process or the manner in which your leadership resonated on the senior retreat. Connor, it's been a joy for us to have you here at Boys Latin, and we can't wait to see what's in store for you next as you head off to the University of Virginia.
Preston Sherrard Waters.
Preston came to Boys Latin in the upper school. Your transition into a small school environment was challenging, but to your credit, you came to appreciate the praise, accept guidance, and seek help and support as you've matured. Through this process, you came to see the positive impact that teachers were having on you, and that caused you to take greater risks, which you likely wouldn't have considered before Boys Latin. In particular, you were the host and MC of our inaugural Poetry Slam night in the fall. Along the way, Preston played varsity football and did so with heart and determination, earning the respect of your peers and election as co-captain. Affable young man with a terrific sense of humor, Preston will attend Assumption College next year.
Kyle Stewart Weatherford.
With us from the beginning, Kyle, you gained notoriety for having some of the best hair in the school this year. However, there are historic references to needing haircuts in the lower school, again in the middle school. Faculty members have used words like honest, thoughtful, and good-natured to describe you. They see in you a quiet determination to succeed. You don't avoid the spotlight per se, but you also don't need it to do your best. Kyle, your humility and your empathy may be what makes you such a terrific teammate on the varsity soccer and the varsity lacrosse teams. Life events of the past year caused you to think more deeply about actions and consequences. That compelled you to work harder and more consistently than ever before, causing you tremendous personal growth as you prepare to leave Lake Avenue that we all celebrate today. Next year, Kyle will attend Furman University.
Cole Riley Whitehurst.
Cole came to Boys Latin in the upper school. Your advisor commented that you are a gifted history student and you're always up for a good political debate. Cole can reflect a maturity beyond his years, and when in conversations, sometimes I have to remind myself I'm talking to a student, not to a peer. No doubt, you love a good dialogue and more so a political debate. That's helped you drive discussions in history and English classes, let alone just sitting with your friends at lunch. Along the way, you played varsity soccer, were an important part of the team's success over the last couple of years. Cole, you immediately made positive impressions and gained the acceptance of your peers upon coming to Lake Avenue, and we're so glad that you did. Next year, Cole will attend Trinity College in Connecticut.
Richard Albert Wicklin III.
Richie came to Boys Latin in the middle school. Mr. Mollett remembers that in middle school, Richie, you were skinny enough to hide behind the bass guitar that you played. Of course, as you reflected in your senior speech, that all changed once you and Kramer and Jarman found the gym. Faculty have commented how you've grown into a wonderfully confident and self-assured young man. That's compelled you to broaden your horizons and be involved in a variety of pursuits, from playing varsity football to playing the bass in the jazz ensemble, to your legendary playing of more cowbell in the Blue Oyster Cult skit in Senior Night Live this spring. Humble and unassuming, friends and teachers value Richie as a kind and compassionate young man. Next fall, Richie will attend Washington College.
William Foster Wingo III.
Billy came to Boys Latin in the 6th grade. You know, Billy, your advisor suggested that you're one of the quietest students and advisees he's ever had. Any truth to that? Faculty use words like polite and personable, bright and creative to describe you. Classmates recognize that you and your big personality can lift up the energy in a room and enliven any discussion. You have the ability to lead with your smile and your attitude, and that's truly amazing. Certainly, your passion for what's right has informed plenty of discussion and has impacted people in profound and real ways. One of the areas where that leadership shone most clearly was in varsity football. In so many ways, you're part of the heart and soul of that team, and you inspired all those around you to play beyond their potential. Next fall, Billy will attend Stonehill College.
Anthony Scott Weiler.
Anthony came to Boys Latin in the middle school. Mr. Mollett remembers fondly how you charmed everyone in the middle school with your disarming, genuine smile. You came to the upper school, and of course, you've charmed everyone here as well, except for Mr. Halleck, whose relationship with you honored in your senior speech, sharing some of the gems of his advice for you, including his reflection after you hit a wall in the parking lot about not operating heavy machinery. Anthony was a 3-sport varsity athlete, playing football, wrestling, and playing varsity lacrosse, and coaches have reflected that you're one of the most competitive and toughest players we've ever had here at Boys Latin. Beyond that, though, Anthony, you possess a highly energetic, if not slightly mischievous manner, exemplified in your epic email about ping-pongitis, as well as your countless Snapchats shooting Nerf basketballs. Last, but certainly not least, your keen sense of empathy has made you a stalwart friend and brother to your classmates and teammates. Next year and beyond, Anthony will be operating plenty of heavy machinery as he attends the United States Coast Guard Academy.
Graduates, please stand. My pleasure to present the Boys Latin class of 2015.
Please join us after our ceremonies conclude with refreshments here on the lawn. I'd ask that the class of 2015 remain standing for their farewell. And so it has come to this, the last moment at which we will pause and linger, the last moment for which you've prepared over most of a lifetime now. As such, you and your school have arrived at crossroads together. Your school, as you shall leave behind these halcyon days, and these hallowed walls will quiet without your laughter, without your song, and without your voice. And you, because the bonds of your relationships and the legacy of your words and your deeds shall live on in spirit, handed forward to those who shall rise next as the foundation of good works yet to come. And someday, too, it shall be your sons and their sons, too, perhaps, who will follow in your path, who will inherit what is yours, who will walk here among us. But alas, that time is not now. That time is yet to come. So, dear friends, for a little while, goodbye. Forever great good luck, and may God bless you all of his days.